Alright. Welcome back to more NieR Replicant. I almost said Automata. Wrong game. You know, as usual, I went and did side quests. I didn't do any story. And we're gonna start back where we left off. I went back to the sand area, what is it called? Facade. And they gave a lot of money for doing their side quests. I'm talking like 10,000 each. And I bought this new sword. It is a little bit more damage, and it said it's heavier than the other one. This here. I haven't streamed in a couple days because I've been sick. I'm still sick, honestly. What? Oh, it's a save.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Why is the text like this? It's never like this.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
Death dream. It spread across the forest. Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The villager mayor had determined that death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
Yeah, you can't sleep, can you?
That's just how the death dream works.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
The text box is getting bigger.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
Are we falling asleep? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward and renewed interest, pushing a startled wheels aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something of that dreams, or oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped in his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Freyr's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, "Those who dream." That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick shed of papers in his pocket. He flipped through them a few times more. Finally, no, it sounds right, he said. A stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground, and my notes also mentioned that the mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines in a long piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease and we call death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people, whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused and grimace crossed his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force it will takes to research the disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. Mayor's hand tightened around the pencil, snapping the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Freyr nodded. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be any help, said Freyr, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Freyr to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss' face is not always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this room without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realizing it dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then there must be so. With your permission, we shall research it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly fell, as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Feel like me too. He called at the departing forms of the Freyrs and Weiss. We were counting on you all. As Freyr slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Freyr's mood darkened. Wait, is this whole part just them in a dream? There's no gameplay, I'm just reading. Alright. Freyr's mood darkened as he threaded it through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident that he could get in, find an exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of the tree, and his hands now small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by the entire terrain, or either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Freyr to pick up the pace, grubbing about his slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Freyr snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Freyr leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Everything imaginable, from a buzz, click, and hiss, roared at the volume and rattled his teeth. Freyr snapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Whis, what's going on? Freyr could see Whis' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insect screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Freyr's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hands from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Ziri, ziri, ziri. Shh, shh, shh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ski, 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 ski. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Freyr began to detect patterns of the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects were just calling out. They were asking a question. One with this lacking. Two with this ideal. Three with this dangerous. What is it? By my pages, this is a riddle. I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's like a key getting out of place. This is... Oh, then I leave it to you to answer. One with its lacking. Two with this ideal. Three with its dangerous. What is it? What? One with its lacking. Two with just ideal. Three with this dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? Oh shoot, I can answer. Wait, could it be seesaw? No. One with this lacking. One on the end. Two with this ideal. Three with its dangerous. Sound like a seesaw. Something that's ideal with two people, but it's dangerous with three. Oh, it's a seesaw. Whis' mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah. Reen, reen, wah. Ski, ski, ski. Ski, ski, ski. When Freyr came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects was creating words he had heard somewhere before. One with this lacking, two with this ideal, three with this dangerous. What is it? On my pages, it's a riddle. I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but hey, we heard this before. Wait, was that wrong? How should I know? Whis' mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah, reen, reen, wah. Ski, 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 ski. One with this lacking, two with this ideal, three with this dangerous. What is it? The answer is the secret. Inward furious with Whis left the task to him. Freyr sighed and gave the only answer he made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped, and suddenly, as it began, the forest undergrowth parted before Freyr like a ripping wave, opening a new path. The forest what? Arthropods are making a road for us. And Whis, with glee, pleased at the passing the test, Freyr moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Freyr after a bit. We spun around to face his companion. Don't mistake the will of the forest for a happy pet. You can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As we finished speaking, their path turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest. Spring. Smiling, Freyr picked up the small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. Are you serious? Oh no. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? You're the sun. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Not answer. Freya's grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right. After all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? The sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight fluttered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Freyr, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend extending hand, we saw a small cottage nested among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Freyr walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked. A small man peered out. His body was clothed from neck to toe, with a large black cape, while his face was obscured by the mist. Began Freyr. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held his hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs. Are you serious? I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. But in the night with 3, what am I? Freyr tried to ask the cloaked man who he was, but he simply repeated the question. If we were to engage with this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems he must answer this riddle. Yeah, I suppose. A man, a demon, an angel. What? I'm just gonna guess. An angel. Covered in the snow, perfect white feathers. A warm, gentle feeling ran up his spine as a creature of unimagined beauty shimmered into existence. Freyr found himself unable to hold back tears as he began to whisper, You're incorrect. Please make another choice. Oh my gosh. A man. The mist dissolved from a cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garments aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Freyr. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Freyr watched, the mist speed up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Freyr and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against the tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang up on his feet and scrambled over them. Good gravy. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Freyr and pumped it up fiercely. It threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss. by the corner and swung him through the air. Yeah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, you fool. We have not even told you if we're even successful. We have not told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Freyr withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Freyr filled him on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Freyr cocked his head. Okay, hang on for a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futile itself. Freyr and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Weiss. It is the words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they may seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, this story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavily, their breaths low. This is the first time, began the mayor. First time I've felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by the loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they woke, things had a slight more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the grass greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Huh? Freyr shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through the village, and I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess it wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and then collapsed back to earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Freyr and struggled. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor, and a worry smiled across his lips. Ye shall relearn in short order, I'm sure. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in a corner of the village and then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is the holy tree. It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not only the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is the home to a powerful magic known as the sealed verse. Oh. Freyr and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal has been found in the most unexpected of all places. I say, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Freyr mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle. The mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Fairy tried to keep a straight face, but failed. The mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Fairy gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Okay.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
So how was the village?
Oh,
That
it was
was
truly
terrible.
magnificent. There are no words. Really.
This
Neat.
guy's full of words.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
To the library.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
Yes, me neither.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Now we're
I'm okay.
chilling, baby.
I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things.
Oh, I've
Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Okay. I'm looking at the map in the back. This game feels really short. But I also heard that there's multiple endings. The guy with the red bag. Assassin's Creed, dude.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal?
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Yo.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
Oh,
I'm
weird
willing
dude.
to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change.
What?
Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though, come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or three?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink. Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh?
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
I hate missions like this. Oh!
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
It looks like any other shade. What she got? Whoa, no, come on.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no.
What are we gonna
Do you
tell
think
him,
the
man?
shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Oh, that blood.
Oh, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
Yeah, about that. It's a spoiled dumping now.
We
Sorry.
didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her? This is all my fault.
Why is this all his fault? Yeah, let's ask him.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
What?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
What were you doing?
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on? I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
We need him to fix the canal.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
Dude, just take the L.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob.
This is not a healthy relationship right here.
You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam, I...
Oh my gosh. Both of them are in the wrong.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Exactly.
Talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
For an hour?
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like...
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Why'd she switch up like that?
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
It's a
Oh,
weird
you
couple.
big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Yes.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh?
Yes.
Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
I forgot to get a wait.
Ah, good. Just the man I needed. Could you gather 2 medicinal herbs from the northern plains for me? I've been exhausted lately, and I need a boost. They usually grow in patches of grass or...
2 medicinal herbs.
I think I got it. Here.
Thanks for securing those herbs for me.
If she's feeling sick, that's important info.
Yay, you're back.
Big bro.
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
What is it?
Um,
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend.
The mansion.
So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do? Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
She's just a friend.
No, it isn't. Shut up!
We have been waiting for you, sirs. Please, right this way.
Me? Yeah, I was just saying, the map is so small, I feel like I've already been everywhere, and I feel like I'm like near in-game.